What's up guys, Miserable Jiu-Jitsu, Matt's back to help me again. He's more confident now, he's done one video. The video is easy to explain today. Escaping side control, or pretty much anything in Jiu-Jitsu, is don't be lazy, all right? Do one thing 100% and do one thing only, all right? Rather than, okay, I'll show you what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do escape from side control, he's gonna push back, we're gonna roll him over, okay? But I'm gonna use it to illustrate the principles and the concepts involved. So, I'm here, maybe I'm screwed up, and I use my bridge to make some space to get my frame. I start working my other frame in, and now, as I bridge, he pushes back, and we take him in this direction, and we end up on top, okay? So, I'm gonna use this side control technique, but it's the concepts I want you to grasp, okay? And the concepts are very simple. Is do your bridges and shrimps and other things 100%, so you only have to do one of them, rather than go there and then end up having to do it 10 times and in the end expend more energy, okay? So whenever I do a bridge, my bridge is 100%, okay? I don't do a bridge where I kind of go like this and my bum barely leaves the ground. I want to imagine when I do my bridge and I use my arms, I want to imagine that I'm going to throw Matt through the wall. Okay? I want to try and take him as far as possible, right? And then if I'm doing my shrimping escape, after my biggest possible bridge, I do my biggest possible shrimp, so that I'm always going to get back, okay? If I do the original rolling escape, if I just do this, well, Matt doesn't feel the need to push back. No space is created, no off balancing is created, so that he doesn't do anything. Okay, and I go here, and he just doesn't do anything. But if I try and throw him through the wall with my proper bridge and my elbows going full, he has to push back, push, 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 push. And then that makes that easy. Okay? So if I don't go hard at the beginning with my bridge, I don't get the reaction, I don't get him pushing back, and he'll never be rolled over. This is why I see a lot of people fail this, okay? It's the same with shrimping, okay? How often have you seen that once you've made some space, okay, you've got to somewhere like this, or even a little bit less space, but you want to make some more, and people will go, okay, no, no, and he'll keep following me. But if I just went and did an actual, real, proper, hard shrimp, I could do it in one go and be out, and then working something else, okay? So, don't do 10 things crappy, do one thing well, okay? One time. So then one time often is all you need. So in this case, for this side control escape, where we're bridging so hard that we create a reaction, okay? We're using that reaction to go the opposite direction. So if I don't get a reaction, I have to create all of that force to then take him over. I want him to give me the force. Jiu-Jitsu should be easy. Okay? I'm a lazy person. So even a lazy person like me is going to go hard once to make everything that follows much, much easier. So in the long run, I save energy by doing that first one properly. Okay? So the basic side control escape is already up on the channel. You can go watch that here, and that's what we're using to set this up. Because if he doesn't push back, okay, I'm going to go to my regular escape. Or indeed, a number of escapes from this position. So once I'm here, and I do my big bridge, and I throw him through the wall, if he doesn't move, just stay where he is. And I do my shrimp, and then I spin back. I've created so much space, I'm always going to be able to get this knee in. So he knows that. He's going to try and fight his way back into position. So as he fights his way back into position, that makes taking him over so much easier. Right? And now, the things that I see people struggle in side control is not taking people in the right direction. Okay? Not using efficient movements and not using efficient control points. Okay? We talked about this a little bit in the previous video. Kind of using the bottom area of my forearm to frame, but also here. taking into account here. If he holds on to me super tight, Matt's real strong. Look, if I try and use my bicep in his neck, even a big bridge is going to create me no space to get this arm back down, okay? Which is what I want to use as a lever to take him over, okay? So what I need to do is open up my bicep and find his temple. Then I'm moving his neck instead of his back. His neck is much smaller than his back. So when I do my big bridge now, my arm is right down. And a lot of the time, I can go to my escape from here. He pushes back. He's going. Ah, he's already tipped. Okay, because I had to use such little force because he gave me all the force. So I went hard at the beginning. Okay? Tiny little details. Whether I do from the beginning or if I get my frame in, it's the same. I'm going to throw my elbows over my head as I bridge into him a little bit. Don't be trying to bench press and go in this direction. It won't work. He can compress and squeeze in that direction. If he holds on to me real tight and I try and move into him, it won't work because he can squeeze me like this way. But he can't stop me from moving him over the head. Squeeze as hard as you want, yeah? Now, if he stays here, I'm going to shrimp, so he pushes back. And it's effortless, okay? Because I went hard at the beginning in a correct fashion. Okay? I had my good frames down by the elbow, and I lift over my head, okay? I didn't roll directly sideways. It actually became more of a hip toss. He actually went over my hips because I'm taking him in that direction, which you could call, I don't know, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. So he has to then reverse to go to 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock, depending which way. It's direct opposites. So I'm not rolling over the side. I'm going over my shoulder and then towards my feet. So once I get to here, and the force comes back, and we go off in this direction, or he comes over my hip and forward, and then we're up into side control, and we can work from there. So, things I want you to get is just the concept of not being lazy, because in the end, it's going to save you in the long run. Because what will happen is you'll just end up doing that 20 times, and then you'll not get out of side control, and you'll blow yourself out, and then he'll tap you from side control. So go once, properly, efficiently, with good technique, do it once hard, all right? What I'm really trying to do with any of these bridging techniques is throw him through the next room, okay? I'm trying to throw him through the wall, because then he has to react, okay? And a lot of times when you go really hard with someone like that, you'll create openings, whether that's for shrimping again, doing a good shrimp, whether it's pushing back or whatever. Sometimes you'll just knock the guy over, yeah? A lot of the times you'll see some people teach this escape where the guy will kind of fall on his hip. As you bridge, he kind of falls, and then you pop over. And everyone teaches it like that, real slow, and it looks amazing. It never happens like that. And it'll only happen if you go 100%. Because I need to create such extreme off-balancing. But when I create that extreme off-balancing, it gives me options. So, now, when I go hard as hell, oh, he's not going, but look, a good shrimp, and I've got so much distance that I can't even contact him with my ship. He's that far away because my bridge and my shrimp was so hard. So if I knock him over, fantastic, I get up on top. That's not my intention, but it's always going to be my aim. Yeah, I'm always aiming to throw him off me and make him fall over. And then whatever I get after that is amazing. You know, we were just trying to Google the quote, you know, shoot for the stars and you end on the moon or whatever the hell that quote was. We couldn't remember. But that's what we're aiming to do. We're aiming high so that what we get is still more than enough. Okay? If I aim for acceptable, we always fall short of that if we don't quite nail it. Okay? Then we have to do it again and again and again and again. So save yourself time, aim high. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this is a nice concept for you. Gi or no gi, it's exactly the same. Come back again for some more. will see you again.